Good morning students, a very hearty welcome to today's computer class. In today's class we are going to see what is nested if. In the previous classes you have already learned about simple if else, if elif else, and today we are going to check out what are nested if. So the word nested means something within. You might all have seen a bird's nest. So what does a bird's nest contain? The bird lays its eggs. It's the home of a bird. Okay. So something nesting into something. Okay. So the outer, there is an outer if, there is an inner if. So outer if is just like a nest for the inner if. So you can go on nesting if conditions up to any level in Python, and not only in Python but any programming language. So the initial part of this lecture is going to be over here, where I will explain to you the syntax and structure of nested if, and the second part we will be doing on the computer practically. So when I talk about nested if, we have first, I am going to write its syntax. If condition 1, so you can see over here that this is the general format of a nested if. Now it is not always necessary that nested if format will always be like this. It will keep on changing from time to time. But the thing is, it will change only according to the problem which you are solving right now. Okay, so that problem, its conditions, and how many conditions you want to take, and how you are going to deal with that problem, it will always depend upon that. So this is just a general structure of nested if. So you can see we have an inner if over here. This is also the inner if, and you have an outer if block. So you have two inner if blocks and you have an outer if block over here. So this outer if block contains two inner if blocks. How? This is an if and this is the else. So if part also contains an if block and else part also contains an if block. Let me give you some example. So we will be writing a program. I'm going to write a program here. So here is the question. In the question you can see, write a program to accept a number and say whether it is even or odd. If the number is even, then check whether it is positive, negative, or 0. And if the number is odd, then check whether it is divisible by 3 or not. So first let us draw the flow chart for it. So how do we draw the flow chart? So we first start our program. Okay, we have to first accept a number from the user. So we will write here, read a number. Suppose the number is num. Is the number divisible by 2? So I'm not going to use the equality operator like this. Just wait. Yes. So if it is yes, then it has to check another condition. That is, if the number is even, then check whether it is positive, negative or 0. Okay, so I'm going to again use another decision box and write here number greater than 0. If it is yes, then we have to print that it is number is what? Positive. If it is no, then we will again check. Here we are having a cascading if by saying if the number is less than 0. If it is yes, then write negative. And if still no, that means the number is 0. And over here we will be writing stop. And similarly, these lines will also lead to stop. If now we come to this part, if the number is odd, okay, so what is to be done? We have to check whether the number is divisible by 3 or not. So again a decision box will be drawn here and it will be checked whether the number is divisible by 3 or not. So if yes, so I'm writing yes over here for purposes of convenience and no over here. So I will be writing here, if it is yes, then I will say divisible by 3. And if it is no, then I will simply print not divisible. Okay. And whether it is either of them, after execution it will be led to stop only. So let us do a dry run of it. I am just writing num over here. Suppose num is 15. So read a number, it is read. Is the number divisible by 2? Answer is no. So we come to this part. Is it divisible by 3? Yes. Print the answer divisible by 3. And lead to stop. Okay. Similarly, if suppose the user gives the number as 47. So I first come to this part. Read a number. Is the number even? No. Is it divisible by 3? No. What will be printed? Not divisible by 3 or not divisible, whichever. And it will lead to stop. And if number is this, that is 4. So this is not divisible. So we are checking num. We have a number num over here, that is 4. So is it divisible by 2? Yes. Is it greater than 0? Answer is yes. So print what? Positive. And go to stop. And if suppose it is some number which is negative like minus 12. So is it divisible by 2? Yes. Is it greater than 0? No. Is it less than 0? Yes. Print negative and go to stop. And if the number entered is 0, it will be executing this statement. So this is how we have to first figure out the logic in the form of a flow chart. So always draw a flow chart whenever you are creating any program, because flowchart will solve half of your problems. And you can concentrate on the logic first, and then once your flowchart is working properly, you can convert it into a program. So how to write a program for this? Let's move on to the computer and let's check it out there. So let us see how we can write this program. So we are first going to accept a number from the user. Enter a number. if number is even, first I'm going to print even number, and then I'm also again going to check whether the number is positive, negative or 0. So here I'm using elif because two conditions are there. Else 0, and outer else is for if the number is odd. So first I will print odd number, then I have to check whether the number is divisible by 3 or not. Else not divisible by 3. Let's run the program and check. So I give the number 45 and you can see it is an odd number and divisible by 3. I write minus 48, even number, and it is negative. Okay. I give the value 0, even number, and it is a 0. So you can see it very easily as I have already explained in the flow chart. It will first check this condition. If this condition is entirely false, it will direct, okay, I'm just going to explain it to you. Just explain the flow of control over here. Okay, just check it out. So over here we have, first of all, this condition will be checked. If this condition is false, then the program control will directly come to the else part. It will print odd number, okay, and it will first check this condition, that is whether it's divisible by 3. If it is false, again program control flow would come to this else part and this statement will be executed. If this condition is false but this condition is true, that is this condition is true, then this statement will be executed and the program control flow will just go to some other statement which immediately follows this statement. Okay, and it will skip this not divisible by 3 statement. If this condition is true, let's take an example and check. If suppose I have num as 89. So we have 89. Is the number divisible by 2? No. Come to the else part. Print first of all that it is an odd number. And then check whether it's divisible by 3 or not. So it's not divisible. It will print not divisible by 3. Then if I take num as minus 85. Is this an even number? No. So we come over here, we will be checking whether it's an odd number. Yes, it's an odd number and not divisible by 3. But if I'm taking it as num equals minus 84, come to check it, it's an even number, so it will print that it is an even number. Then it will check, is it greater than 0? No. Come to this part, is it less than 0? Yes. Print that it is negative. And program ends. So the program control flow will be going to the end of the program or the statement immediately following the outer if block. So this is my outer if block. So this is how you have to execute statements. Students, this nested if will be clear to you the more you keep solving questions regarding this. So we will be solving more questions based on nested if. Okay, the next few classes are going to be based on only programs related to nested if, so that you are able to understand it in a better way. So that's all in today's class. Please subscribe my channel if you haven't done it so far, and you have to like the video. Okay, if you have really benefited. If you have not benefited, that's your choice, but if you have really benefited, if you find this video useful, please do like it and share it with others. Thank you.